नमस्कार, वेलकमिंग ऑन योगा पॉडकास्ट गीता सतीश, मिसेस गीता सतीश आपका बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है दीदी, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत। मोस्ट
Thank you.
So, 15 साल, a long period, 15 years in yoga as a yoga therapist, as a chanting teacher and as a convener of क्रिया योग। बहुत ही सुंदर जो इंस्टीट्यूट्स है कर्नाटका योग के लिए आईवीए की तरफ से वहां पे भी कन्वेनर है दीदी। साथ ही साथ IAIM हेल्थ केयर सेंटर इलांका में भी थेरेपिस्ट के रूप में वर्क कर रही है और बहुत ही सुंदर जो आपने सुना है कृष्णमाचार्य योग मंदिरम, अ रेपुटेड योगा इंस्टीट्यूट इन चेन्नई, वहाँ थेरेपिस्ट है दीदी और चैंटिंग टीचर हैं। तो वी आर मोस्ट वेलकम कि बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है कि कंप्लीट पैकेज हम योग के बारे में भी पूछेंगे आपसे, चैंटिंग के बारे में भी एंड देन आयुर्वेदिक एस्पेक्ट जो आप कम्युनिटी के लिए इतना अच्छा कर रहे हैं। सो एवरी टाइम बहुत-बहुत वेलकम है आपका एंड आपकी जर्नी, हाउ यू स्टार्ट योर योगा जर्नी, हाउ यू इंट्रोड्यूस टू योगा? प्लीज टेल अस।
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Monica. And I think finally we met. And I wish you all the best for your podcast, for coming podcast too. And I think this is really a good job you are done doing this podcast so that each and everyone get to know what the teacher are teaching and the aspects of teaching too.
जी, जी
Yeah.
दीदी, थैंक यू सो
Yeah.
मच।
So with this, okay, let me start my journey. My journey started when I was in 10th, I believe. So at the time, the yoga was telecasted on Doordarshan
ओके,
by 7 o'clock. 7 to
ओके,
7:30, they used to see, they used to telecast. And my mom, she uh, she said, "Okay, we'll do yoga. Why don't you teach me?" Okay, so I used to do a demo for them. Like what they was teaching on the screen, I used to show them, and mom used to follow that.
ओके,
So that is how my journey of yoga started. And I
वाओ!
don't know why mom chose me with four of us, four siblings. So that is how it started. And then after my marriage, I had a teacher here, and with my young neighbor, young friend, I used to go where I learned with the teacher. And that teacher, she used to take me for a demo. And in fact, she told me, "Why don't you teach? You are good at this, you're good at doing asanas, you're good at teaching also. Why don't you do?" So I said, "Okay, let me." But I didn't teach at that time. And then I shifted to teaching to the kids. I using multiple intelligences,
Wow,
teaching kids in that way, using stories.
great.
So I started my journey there, and then my husband job took us to Chennai. So it was in 2005. Okay, so I had to leave my job and go there, and my son used to go to his school, and I used to be alone. Then I saw this ad in the paper saying that Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, they're doing 10 days workshop for women.
Wow,
So, and Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, I think it is a destiny. I was next to that. Okay, my house was close 5 minutes, hardly 5 minutes, walkable
oh,
distance.
great.
Just, just put somersault. I'll be in KYM. It was
Wow,
so close. So then I thought, okay, anyway, the time is also suited for me. So let me go. I went to the classes there. And the first day, it was like for me, oh my God, it's so nice. Because it was there when we are practicing, our focuses was on the breath.
hmm,
Okay. So it was like I am with me. When I'm focusing on my breath, I am with me. And after the practices, they used to teach chanting.
okay,
Then the chanting was something different. I never chanted or I never sang or anything. And it was totally different for me. I felt, oh, something. I don't know. I think I liked the way the notations were going. And it was Shobhana ma'am who was teaching, and I liked the way she was teaching. Okay. So it was so nice to hear her voice.
wow,
So, and then by the end of the second week, they started incorporating few chants in the practices.
okay,
And,
great.
and that was something totally different for me.
Hmm, hmm,
It was totally different. It just created a spark in me that, okay, this is what I want. This
Wow.
is what I want to learn. If I teach anyone, this is what I will teach. Because there is no pushing of a person. It is according to their capacity, they let them do. And it is only their breath. And when you're focusing on the breath or the chanting, the mind is calmer. So you, after the practice, you feel in a better way. You feel much more nicer. So this is how I came into contact with KYM. And later on in 2006, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I had a gestational diabetes. So doctor gave me 10 days of time. She said with a diet and any form of exercises, you need to bring down or bring your sugar levels normal, or else we'll start with the medications.
Mm, mm,
Then that was a point when I said, no, I don't want medications.
mm,
Then again, I went to KYM. And when I went to KYM, that was another eye opener for me because it was not in a group session, it was one to one. One to one means they asked me based on what I need, they
mm.
frame the course,
Wow.
they structure the course, and from there you see the progression.
Wow.
Okay. So that I started liking. Then I thought, okay, yes, my learning at KYM become more stronger and stronger at that
Mm,
time. And my sugars were normal. And throughout my pregnancy and touchwood, even now, it is, I'm able to manage that. And 2008, I had L4, L5. And again, the doctor said you had to go undergo the operation surgery. I said no, thank you. Then again, I went to KYM. Then I started my therapy journey with KYM. And in 2010, okay, from 2006, I've been asking, is there any opening for diploma course in KYM? It was no, no, no. Then in 2008, I think in March, in 2007, I moved back to Bangalore. And in 2008, May, I moved back to Chennai again. By that time, one batch they had already filled. So I
okay.
didn't had any option. So then in 2010, they called again for this batch. I applied and they called for the exam, written exam. And I entered. It was full. I think it was almost 100 people writing the test.
Oh,
And I thought, okay, fine, I'll do my best. Then out of 100, I think they chose only 30 or 35. And the day I got a letter saying that you have to attend the interview, I was in Bangalore as my mother in law was not well. And my husband called me saying that you have got a letter. They have called you for an interview. So you please call them and talk to them. Then I called them. I said, I am interested in taking up this. At that time, it was called as diploma in yoga. So
mm,
I said, I am interested in learning this, but I am here for another, after a couple of time, after a couple of days, I'll be coming back to Chennai
mm,
if you give me some time. They said
mm.
yes. Then I went back to Chennai and I had an interview. I was selected and I started my journey at KYM. I think it was a destiny that I had to move from Bangalore to Chennai.
Beautiful.
It's all destiny.
Beautifully. Wow. And now you are a
Yeah.
teacher as a yoga therapist and chanting
Yeah.
teacher
Yeah.
in that. So proud moment, actually. Ah, wow.
Yeah. Really. Yeah. But when I started my journey as a yoga teacher's training, it was like I had to cut all my coming to Bangalore because it was
Ah, actually,
here.
missing classes.
Yeah, missing classes. We couldn't afford missing the classes because
Mm,
there were no PPTs and no recordings. We had to write everything. The each
okay.
notes we had to write. And one more challenge was my daughter was 2 years,
Oh,
and
2 years.
I need to thank my friend. Her name is Prerana Rai. I need to thank her a lot. And she said, Geeta, you do your studies. I'm here. I'll take
Wow.
care. So she used to take care of my children, both son and daughter. And Sundays, we used to have Sundays, Tuesdays and Sunday classes. Okay.
Okay.
Tuesdays, it used to be between 6 and 8. Till Satish comes, she'll take care of the children. And Sundays, my lunch would be at her place. Every time my lunch would be at her place.
Great. Wow, Didi,
Yeah.
so much support from
Yes, I
you.
had a lot of support from her, even during my exams. And we were in the same compound, okay, till I think 2009 or 10, we were in the, yeah, 2010, I started my journey, right? 2011, we were in the same compound. In 2011, mid, we shifted to other place. It was a little far off. But she used to tell me during my exams, she used to tell Geeta, because I can't give the breakfast early in the morning because the children used to leave early. By 7:45, 7:30, they used to leave. She used to tell you manage with the breakfast. Till you finish the exams, I will bring your lunch and dinner. She used to get our lunch and dinner every time. The exams would be for 20 minutes, 20 days, or 1 month, or 15 days. These many days she has served her lunch and dinner. She
Wow,
used to tell,
great.
no, you focus on your studies.
Seriously,
Yes.
seriously, so much support. Oh, great,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I think partial. I have to owe her my degree too.
I can understand, Didi, seriously, because being with kids and being with family, and it's so, matlab, the Prerna Didi, matlab, so such a hats off to her and
Yeah,
kudos to her, actually. Wow. So,
yeah,
what
yeah,
these kind of challenges and, matlab, when how you can come to know ki, yes, I have to just start as a yoga professional journey after your diploma courses, and how you start that professional journey, and what challenges do you feel during that journey with like family, with like this yoga professional is also demanding very some in starting it's demanding, so how you manage all these things, because it motivates all our yoga mummies, yoga moms, and yoga professional ladies, so please tell
yeah.
us. Huh.
See, for me, I think in that way, I'm lucky to be. I got all the support from family and friends.
Great.
Yeah. The only thing is, as we say, yoga is an experiential knowledge, right? So for me, when I had experienced certain things from KYM as a therapist in a therapy classes, as in chanting, as in doing the practices, I thought that we need to share it. I wanted to share it with people. So I just thought, okay, let me take this as a profession. And when I took this, when I made my mind that I have to take this as a profession, then I thought, no, if I want to take it as a profession or if I want to teach it, then it has to happen from KYM only. I have to
Hmm.
start my journey from KYM.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, I used to go to KYM. I used to observe a lot of classes. I used to attend the any workshops, many things, those small things. I used to attend everything. And from 2011, when we were doing our diploma only, they had called for teachers who could teach for the special children. So I started working from 2011
Okay,
with the
great.
special children.
Wow.
So it was really nice. My mentor at that time was Mrs. Andal, ma'am, and she helped a lot in shaping me up. And because when we start teaching for the special children with the special needs, it's about how much patience and compassion you have, the
Exactly.
empathy you have. So those were the things what I learned from her. And I used to observe the way she used to conduct the classes. She used to speak with them. So those were, and how she used to approach them.
Hmm.
So these were the things I used to observe. So there are, for me, it's not one mentor in KYM. There are many mentors for me. And I think I'm really blessed in that way because everybody have helped me what I am now. They have groomed me what I am now in
Okay.
every field. And I have worked in all the field of KYM also, be it with children, as to teach children, the chanting, I used to take the fitness, and I'm the faculty for teaching the teachers training program and chanting. So these were every in all the departments. Also, I think I'm really blessed to work, and all of them have groomed me. And
Lovely.
for me, it is not like one mentor. And yeah, about top of all, one mentor is Lata ma'am, Dr. Lata
Ji,
Satish
ji,
ma'am,
ji.
who keeps mentoring me because whatever happens, I'll fall back to her. I fall back to her.
Lovely. It's so good. Huh? Yoga community is so beautiful, Didi. Matlab, literally, we are blessed to have these beautiful mentors, and these are like guide to us. These are like parent to us, guardian to us. Ki, no, no, you can handle these things like this, that only.
See, no,
Wow.
not only that, no, when you are with a teacher, you are, see, it may be any one tradition or not one, any institute, or you're working or you're studying under one teacher. It makes us very, very important that we follow that. Okay,
Hmm.
stick to that instead of
Hmm.
shifting. Because if I see one mentor teaching something, and I just understand, okay, because we are in one tradition, right?
Hmm.
So I follow that tradition. When this teacher is doing something for me, immediately it starts that, okay, this is something related to that.
Hmm.
She's teaching it in a different way. So it expands your understanding of the subject as it is. So each one absorbs something from a teacher, right? And give it back. So it is something you need to absorb from a teacher and observe the teacher, is
Hmm.
what I feel.
That's why I'm just this. My next question is like this only, Didi, ki how they can start the as a newcomer, how they can start their journey as a yoga professional. So, what do you suggest? Because you are also a teaching faculty in KYM. So, what do you suggest to a newcomer how they can start their systematic journey to give them a good professionalism or good, actually, a good teacher? So, please tell us. Please guide us.
See, what I feel personally, I feel is if I get my certificate, it doesn't make me a teacher.
Hmm.
It is just the practice what I'm doing, right? It's just I'm learning something. It's
Hmm.
just I've started A. So to understand, I need to be with that teacher.
Hmm.
Again, go back to the teacher. Spend time with the teacher. If she is taking classes, take the permission, sit in a class, observe the classes. Don't start immediately.
Hmm.
Observe and assimilate what is the teaching, and then you teach. That would be a full holistic approach of teaching that I would suggest. Because for us at KYM, we do that. We observe lot of classes.
Hmm.
We observe lot of classes, and then we get the classes. And even when we do a therapy, a senior consultant, they meet a care seeker. We call the care seeker. They meet the care seeker, and they talk to them, and then they come up with a, we have this goal, right? Short term goal, long term
Hmm.
goal, based on the care seeker.
Okay.
They give us that. Okay,
Okay.
after that they will check which teacher is appropriate for that care seeker, and they hand over that file for that teacher. And that teacher is supposed to go through what the consultant has given as a class, teach for the care seeker. Okay,
Okay.
and we take the feedback where they come up for the follow-up class. We take the feedback. Again, we go to the consultant, senior consultant. If the same consultant is not there, we go and meet any other senior consultant. We tell, this is the feedback, and they say, okay, if that is the feedback, you try this.
The new modification and
The
the
new
changes.
modification,
Hmm.
they just progress a little. Okay, they
Hmm.
say, okay, you add this. So we add. So now we have the previous course, we have this course, and we need to understand why there is a shift. That
Hmm.
is a study what we are doing,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And over a period of time, they said, okay, now you start giving on your own. We'll just, so we had to do our own. We have to find our course planning. We have a course, how we structure the practices. We learn that also. So we had to structure the practice, understand a care seeker, and see what the consultant has done during his consultation, he or she has given, understand those points, and then structure a practice.
Beautifully.
So, this is how we started our journey. Okay. So, this is everyone has, see, it is not, KYM has this structure of
Huh,
therapy,
different school
but
has
other
different.
different school has different. When I choose something to be as a yoga teacher, stick to that teacher, understand, and if I have any doubt, just go back to that teacher only
Hmm.
instead of others who is
Hmm.
come out from that institute, rather than taking something from somebody else and teaching. Okay, so it makes when you are under one teacher, even your foundation of your practices becomes more stronger. So apart from this, we have a self practice also.
It
That
should
is
be.
very, yeah, that is very, very important in KYM also. When we take up a YTTP, a teachers training program, they assign a teacher for us, mentors for us. So they give us a practice, and whatever we have doubts and all, we get clarified with that mentor. So we are under one teacher.
Hmm. It's so
So
good.
it is very, very important to be under one teacher.
Hmm.
So have patience. Yeah, you. It's nice that I need to have my own yoga studio. It's really nice, but at least spend 2 or 3 years working with any senior teacher.
Hmm.
Understand the totality of what, why, how, and you start the own studio.
Wow.
Is what I would like to tell.
Exactly. It's so beautiful, Didi. So, how you see the future, Didi, for the newcomers, for the yoga kids? You can understand now the all the social media things and all these things. They are so busy and they are so मतलब उनको पता ही नहीं कि real में हो क्या रहा है. So, what do you see the future? How can yoga help to become a मतलब a positive future to a positive our Yog Bharat, our yoga community? So, please guide us in these things also.
So this to guiding in this maybe
Please, maybe
very
just
small.
this is your Didi, everyone has a good aspect now. So please, this is your opinion only. Please tell us.
Yeah. See, now I think there is a broader spectrum of yoga now, right? And everybody are taking yoga, yoga, yoga. So we need to understand really what yoga is, right? When I want to learn, I need to understand the background of a teacher and where she has done her
Hmm.
studies and who is her teacher, what is the lineage she's following. Okay, if I come from one institute, understand what that institute is and background of that institute and the teacher who has been under that institute. So learning in that way, finding that teacher is very, very important. Okay. So whatever I teach for the coming world, it will be in
Hmm.
appropriate way. Now, because
Hmm.
we see there are people in the name of yoga, many things are coming,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And we don't know whether it is authentic or not,
Hmm.
right? So, and I think we have the people have to be careful in choosing yoga. But yoga
Yes.
really has all the positive benefits, because yoga is nothing, it's not only we are dealing with the body, physical, it is also dealing with the mental aspects, right? So I think now yoga has it can bloom because we feel we have many stressed out people now. Even the younger ones are stressed out.
Literally, they are having just like you are just matlab, just you are matlab, tackling all the kids and teenage group now, so you can understand ki they have the adult problem like we have discussed earlier.
Yeah, they say, I'm bored, I'm stressed. These are something new words, right?
From their
Yeah,
aspect,
yeah.
huh?
So I think even in every schools, right, they have yoga period. They have a
Hmm.
yoga period. I think they have to take strict, they have to be very strict in thinking why I need a yoga period for the children. And
Hmm.
they have to follow that strictly. It's
Hmm.
not that for in few school it is for the namesake. For the
Exactly.
namesake, I have yoga
For the curriculum, what is
curriculum,
there? Hmm.
or it is for few school it is for their prestige sake. We have yoga also, right? Instead of that, they need to have a serious yoga for the children.
Hmm.
Okay, so what happens when you see yoga? We have we develop the acceptance, right? Resilience. So these all are developing. So I think the right age would be at the children age, start taking. So by the time they are into their adult, there is some amount of clarity in their mind. Okay, not too much of a clarity, some kind of a clarity which is good and which is bad. They are able to discriminate that good and bad. Then the yoga job is done there.
Perfect. Perfect.
So I think from the school level, it has to be taken.
Hmm.
And it has to be a serious
And
job of yoga.
we are also mentioning कि how Didi help to government school girls to give
Hmm.
them a menstrual hygiene training. So दीदी प्लीज
Yeah.
आप उसके बारे में भी बताइए जो आप बहुत सुंदर बच्चों को ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं क्योंकि it's so important to give them a menstrual hygiene training and menstrual hygiene with yoga aspect. It's like a phase only. So please tell us.
Yeah. See, me and my friend Malati, General Secretary of Kriya, we
हाँ दीदी
both,
मालती दीदी वी
yeah,
ऑलरेडी
Malati.
हैड पॉडकास्ट हाँ बहुत
Yeah,
अच्छा
yeah.
सा उनका पॉडकास्ट हुआ था बहुत अच्छा सा तो प्लीज आप बताएं हाँ
So we both we are planning to take it to the government schools as much as possible because there are all myths and facts are all there. And we thought that the government school children, they need this awareness of the menstrual cycle, the hygiene, and
हम्म
also a little bit of the diet thing. And
हम्म
diet, it's not the fancy diet of what
नो
we
नो
people
हाँ
do.
एग्जैक्टली
Whatever is available at their place, we are concentrating on that and we tell them this is the diet you need to take. And again, we tell them at their own surroundings or in their own environment how they can manage,
हम्म
right? Then we also talk about the yama niyama, how you'd have to keep the environment clean and ourselves clean because there are people who say we don't take bath during the menstrual cycle. it's
ओह
it's no. So we say no, the cleanliness is very very
हाँ
important. So there are so many myths
इट्स एग्जैक्टली
about the menstrual cycle and they are not open to talk. Okay,
इट्स
so
लाइक
even
हाँ द हाँ बिल्कुल
yeah, they are not open to talk at all. So yeah, and we also tell them how yoga can help them. We'll give them a small simple yoga
एक्सरसाइजेस
postures where it helps them during if the menstrual cycle are less, okay, where it's scanty, or if it is postponed, how they need to approach a teacher. If a teacher is approachable, talk to them, or else talk to the parent. Okay, and this is how we are planning to go around.
Great, great. It's so important, Didi. And now
Yeah.
one more thing, Didi, I want to ask about just we have discussing earlier, कि when actually everybody, मतलब it's like a myth only. So I want to wish from your side, कि everybody knows, everybody chant the Sanskrit mantra, the Yog Taravali, Patanjali Yog Pradeep, Geren Saita. But how, why it's a meaning, मतलब knowing the meaning is important or not? You please tell us the different मतलब जैसे आपने मेरा जैसे खोला कि किस तरीके से कि meaning is not that important, the chanting and the correct chanting is important. So please tell the details to my viewers also कि हाँ the chanting it's so important to correct chant, not the according to the meaning. So please tell us about this things also.
Yeah. Yes, because mm, it is a sutra in yoga sutra only, right? Tad
Please.
japaha tadartha bhavanam. Okay, how what you chant, it changes the meaning accordingly to that. Okay, it
Uh,
is about how your faith and how conviction you are towards the chanting. Okay, so once when you know the meaning of a chant, okay, you are just within that limit now.
hmm.
Okay, ओके, एक चैंटिंग करूंगी तो ये मिलेगा मैं हमको,
हाँ
सिर्फ
हाँ
यही मिलेगा. Okay, so over a period of time, what happens when you are not able to see that result, then you give up, right? अरे छोड़ो, चैंटिंग छोड़ो, कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ भी छोड़ो, नहीं. But it may be, there may be something positive happening within you, but you haven't given your mind, or you haven't thought of that, you are not understanding that, because my main focus is that result.
at that result, and that the word meaning, the wordly meaning
Yes,
actually.
worldly meaning.
Hmm.
Correct. I'm
Hmm.
only focused at that. I'm living out, I'm getting something other benefits out of that
Hmm.
without my knowledge, but I'm not able to acknowledge them. Only
Exactly.
that I'm acknowledging the main, that that they had told I will get that, but I'm not getting that. Okay. So for me, it was like one of my teachers they had told me, okay, I'm going to teach you this chant, but not the meaning. Right now, no meaning for you. You keep chanting. So
Hmm.
that is how I started understanding why it is not important. They said, you have to chant. That's it. Without anything. Be blank. Okay. Keep your mind blank and keep chanting. That's it. So I started doing that. Okay. But when it comes to the pronunciation, they say Sanskrit is a very, very vast language and a very beautiful language. Okay. So in the chanting, it is already told where you have to pause, where you have to stop, where you have to not give a break. So this is, it changes the meaning. It changes the meaning completely.
Exactly.
So it is very important, the pronunciations, the notations, where we take a break is very, very important when we chant. Okay. So when we're chanting, it is the conviction or the faith is what is very, very important. So that is one thing I would like
Lovely.
to.
Exactly. मतलब मैं आपको जज नहीं बनाऊं कि generally we have then we have the meaning कि yeah, this Sanskrit month, this month. So we have the only line only. The line
Only
we have
line,
to just
yes.
keep walking on it. And afterwards we have that the Sanskrit, the correct Sanskrit pronunciation. We have the sky is the limit. We have the each and every aspect of that mantra, that
Yeah.
benefit, the chanting, the physical, mental, spiritual aspect of each and every chanting practice. So
Yeah,
it's so.
because
Hmm.
yeah, when you chant repeatedly, repeatedly, when you're chanting, on its own, you start finding some meaning to that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Today I chant, it gives a different meaning because
Hmm.
it depends on my mind.
Hmm. Hmm.
And tomorrow, the same chant gives me a different meaning,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
right? So, how can I put that into one meaning only?
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
can't
It's a
just put it
beautiful
in
thing.
one box.
Exactly. It's a, because a wide, a vast
Wider,
subject in the wide spectrum.
yeah. It's a broader spectrum. It's a
Hmm.
very broad spectrum. So it keeps changes. So we just need to be open, start chanting, have faith in what you're chanting.
Lovely.
Faith,
Lovely.
conviction is very, very important.
Okay, wow. So how can we communicate? Matlab, how can we good combination? Because yoga is a holistic approach, but you are now a yoga therapist, a chanting teacher, and also you are practicing with the yogic institute. So how you can matlab, give them a perfect combination, a perfect package to our care seekers? So please tell us about these things also.
Even mm, the chanting, right? We don't give everyone the chanting. It
Okay,
depends on a person. It depends
okay,
on a person whether he's open to chant.
okay.
Okay. So that is how we give the chanting, and we just first check Ishta Devata.
Hmm.
What are
Hmm.
they like? What
Ah,
God they like to?
exactly. Huh.
Okay, what they would like to rely on, whom they would like to rely on. Because when we give a mantra or anything, it is a anchoring kind of a thing, right? Where the
Hmm. Hmm.
it's a it's a very strong anchoring
Hmm.
point. So
Hmm.
they rely on that. Okay, so over a period of time, this becomes very important because the whomever we are relying on as a chant or a deity, they never judge you.
Hmm.
They never give you any suggestions or immediately ye karna, wo karna. They just listen,
Hmm.
right? At one point of a time, we need somebody to listen for us,
Hmm.
right? So the person, no. So we are looking for some anchoring who can
Hmm.
listen to me without judgmental and without giving any suggestions to me.
Hmm.
Okay. That anchor is what we need to find out from a person. And we give that mantra to them. That's it. Om Gam Ganapati. If they say we like Ganapati, Om Gam Ganapati Namaha or Ganapati Namaha. So that is how we pick a chant and give it to them. And the chant, we use it for the pregnant women also. Even I do this prenatal and postnatal classes also. So recently, one student, I had taught her the Prasukti Suktam,
Ji.
and I had given her the recording for her, and she said it was so helpful during her delivery time.
Okay.
The pushing of the baby was so easy for her.
Wow.
And this was her second delivery, and the first delivery also she had taken classes with me. So for it is weekly three classes she used to take along with asana practice. Visualization is very, very important.
Hmm.
Okay. Anybody, not only the pregnant, only anybody to visualize. So it opens a mind, it opens what we need, what I'm visualizing from that mantra. Okay. What I can imbibe from that. Okay. So this is the way how chanting helps.
Beautiful.
And my mentor, she had told me that why chanting helps is the mind, right? Mind has many number of thoughts.
Hmm.
The thoughts keep coming. Even if I'm talking to you, the thoughts are there behind me, right? The thoughts are coming like what I need to talk next, what I need to talk next, what will Monica ask me the next question. These are there for me. And even I'll be like, okay, I have to be very conscious so that she doesn't pick one word and ask a question from that, right? That happens in the Viva. Those
Exactly.
blunders happen in the Viva.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, uh, she told when you're chanting, you just observe what when you're doing a chanting. So when we are chanting, what's happening? The mind is totally blank.
Hmm.
You don't have any thoughts. Okay. That is a silence,
How
right?
important. Yes.
Yeah. Between the thoughts, right? Between the chants, we are having that the mind is in silent. So she said, we have to keep that is what it is.
Hmm.
You need to anchor to that
Hmm.
silence.
Exactly.
And that is what yoga is. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha.
Nidaha.
Right? So when you're chanting, I'm just chanting, the mind is totally without, not much of a vritti there.
The single object, single thought, actually.
Single object, single thought. The vrittis are less. And
Hmm.
after you chant also, there is a silence within the mind. There is a total silence for some time. And that is what you need to increase that silence.
Hmm.
So that is when you'll have a clarity of thought, is what my mentor has told me
Lovely.
about chanting. So
Great.
the and I can that is what I experience also. So that is why I started. I like chanting and I love teaching chant. And many of the times I use chanting for the therapy, and it has helped a lot.
Immense work, huh? Exactly.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Prasuti Suktam you are telling now, it's
yeah,
so good. The Garbh Sanskar methods you are applying to
yeah.
your natal
Yeah.
students.
From the beginning, I will start with the asana practices. We have minimal asana practices, and then lot of breathing, and then chanting and visualizing the chant. As we chant, if I say Om Pranan Dehi, just visualize the prana within you and within
Hmm.
the child. moving. So those kind of the visualizations you can give. We have a lot of chants which we do for the prenatal people.
Wow, great, great.
So
So
that is how.
now
Yeah,
it's
and yeah, asanas in chanting is totally different. What I
exactly,
like
exactly.
using, yeah. So it also not only intensify asana practices, it also makes you more focused.
Hmm, hmm,
So
hmm.
asana is breath, body, and mind, right? So it is because of that I use my asana is my the chanting I use in my asanas, and even in pranayama you can use mentally chanting. So you are with the breath and the mind. So these are the ways.
Lovely, lovely, Didi. It's so good. Wow. ये आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि it's a perfect combination, breath, body, and mind. So now we
Yeah.
are just coming at the podcast conclusion. We have to just conclude this podcast. So how you some golden words or some conclusions? Please tell us for about your viewers and viewers से भी मैं request करूंगी जो भी आपके questions हो वो आप आराम से पूछ सकते हैं. मैं दीदी का भी link और वो सब details आपके साथ share कर दूंगी तो आप freely पूछ सकते हैं. So, Didi, how we can conclude this session, this beautiful, the chanting, yoga. It's so good session.
No, I it's like yoga is an holistic approach, right? So you make it a holistic approach for a people who come for the practice, even maybe for the fitness. Okay, even I take fitness classes. Okay, I do fitness classes. Okay, I do intense practices also. I do take the classes for intense practice, pranayama practices, and all. But see how it can be holistically approached.
Hmm.
Use the chanting, you have a chanting, you have the subtle tools of, you have 8 tools, right? Your 8 tools of yoga. Apart from that 8 tools, you have the subtle tools like chanting, visualization, nyasa, mudras. You just use that and give a very good structure of the classes. And even when you are doing a class, structure it in the way so that I stand, then lie down, then again stand, sit. No. Structure it in a way they have a transition from one posture to other posture beautifully.
Ah, the flow, the transition. Exactly.
Yes.
It's so important.
And counter the postures wherever, if necessary. Just don't stop in between. Give
Hmm.
them one trikonasana and just ask them to sit and observe and keep going.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
structure it in a beautiful way so that when they end the practices, okay, the practices are to be not to uh, tire me.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it is the whole day I need to utilize what the benefits I have reaped from my practice.
Exactly.
So
Hmm.
I need to feel fresh. I need to feel calm. I need to be ready for my next move, next work. So keep that in the mind and practice that kind of a practice and structure it in that a way and give it to your students. And I think they will really like those practices.
Lovely.
So check every time, check how the student feels,
Hmm.
how
It's
their
so
breath
important.
is.
Hmm.
It's very, very important how their breath is, how their mind is, and how their body is. So the yoga is not for tiring. Yoga, when
Hmm.
you practice here, the asana practice, when you do the asana practice and pranayama practice, that should not tire you.
Exactly.
It should
Exactly.
refresh you.
Refresh
You
you,
sh-
resonate you, or give more energy to
yeah,
work and more productivity to your work.
yes, yes, you have to be ready for the next work.
Hmm.
And I think you all know about the gunas also, rajas, tama.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I may be high rajasic when I start my practices or high tamasic. I need to bring it equal.
Lovely. Yes. Huh.
I have to bring my mind to equality. So that is
Hmm.
very, very important when you give a class for a person. That is what I would like to tell for all
Lovely.
the
Nah, yeah,
yoga
you give
students.
it a complete package. Ki yes, whenever whatever level you are, you have to just present, or you have to be after the class. You have to be in Satav. Sati.
Yeah,
Yes, very good. Wow, wow, that's so good. Thank you so much, दीदी.
thank
हम
you.
और भी पॉडकास्ट आपके साथ करना चाहेंगे और भी टॉपिक्स जो हमको सजेशन होंगे प्री नेटल पर चैंटिंग पर तो और भी टॉपिक्स हम बिल्कुल आपके साथ लेंगे आज बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके थैंक यू सो मच
Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Thank you.